Hey everyone, I'm the Sagan.
I'm Darwin. I almost forgot my name.
Yeah, and we are Scientists Say. So, what's in the bag there, Darwin?
It's a goddamn HTC Vive. Because I thought, I just have too much goddamn money. I'm absolutely kidding. That was not what I thought. My thought was, I want to make a really stupid purchase with what little money I have. Thankfully, the Vive was being sold in the Portland Microsoft store. So I just got rid of all that money in record time. And now I'm going to open that shit.
You want to pull...
I have a knife.
Oh, sweet. Want to pull that...
Courtesy of working for a farm.
Hey, whatever works. Alright, you want to pull that shit out of the bag first? Let's...
Nope, I'm going to cut through it.
Yeah, fuck the bag. We don't need the bag.
So, Internet, if you buy a Vive, lift with your legs. Shit's heavy.
How many pounds would you say that is?
Well, I guess it's not. It's bigger than it is.
It's just bulky.
It can't be over 30 pounds. So maybe not that big. Don't mind my clothes drying because I'm a goddamn giant and can't use the dryer.
Oh, they'll shrink?
Or they'll shrink, yeah. So this is the box.
Holy shit.
See, they got a Vive kind of inscribed in there. The Sagan and I just got back from testing this bad mamma jamma at the Microsoft Store.
Yes.
There's pretty much one demo per Microsoft Store per big city. It's all on their website.
Yeah, and you do have to sign up for it. Unfortunately, for someone who's handicapped like myself, it wasn't the best experience. But I think I'm very excited to try the seated mode, which there is one for this. But anyway, why don't you give your impression of the demo?
I was tripping balls. Watching the videos, I'm sure everyone on the internet has said this. Scientists Say is coming at you after the game has started.
Yeah, as we always are.
As science is one to do.
Yes.
But it was a trippy experience. The videos watching a video doesn't really do it justice. Seeing stuff in 3D and walking around it, as a guy who is both terrified of heights and the open ocean, I played a demo, I think it's called True Blue, where in the middle of the ocean a whale pops up. Shit. Like, true fear for a second. I had to keep reminding myself, like, it's a game, dog. Because if you don't, I almost piss myself.
All right, let's see what's inside this thing.
Let's see what's making it weigh so goddamn much.
Yeah, so we looks like a quality.
Oh, okay. Well, the weight is coming from the
foam.
The quality boxing.
Yes, quality box. I can tell you just from looking at it. So.
Okay. There's a quick start manual here. I'm sure it's as you would expect. We'll get to that later.
And unlike your average mail, we will read that, just not at the moment.
We will actually read this. Yes. It looks like everything's in separate boxes. So.
Yep. So we got
Let's see if I can pull one of these out at a time.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it's like a
So
separate kind of shoe box. So we got the
those are the
controllers, the sensors,
the Vive itself,
and the Vive itself.
We'll get to that.
Oh, and then accessories.
And probably all the
cables. And
for the record, so a good and negative thing when I was fiddling with the thing. There are, as anybody watching this video is probably somebody who's already interested in the Vive and who has already seen Vive stuff, but there are cables running down the back of it for the walking around a room.
Yeah.
The demo we did, I moved significantly less than I would have expected. You're standing and you can walk around and do stuff. You're not like sprinting around a room. So the wires weren't really an issue for me. You feel them, they're there. But I was much less concerned about tripping over them than I thought. Anyway. Back to the actual unboxing. So I guess these are little satellite guys. You use these to indicate your room. I can...
that's my understanding is, it's basically used for the system to be able to tell where you are physically located.
These are the wands here. In-game, you pretty much... This is something I haven't really seen a video do, is you're pretty much only using the trigger and the Steam controller-esque dial here.
Mhm.
That's pretty much all you're using in a game, and the haptic feedback on these was great. Played the I think it's called the Lab.
Yeah, archery. Yeah.
And the haptic feedback when you're pulling back an arrow was sick. So these are definitely, if you've ever used a Steam controller, you've used one of these. Very similar. Let's see if there's something under here, because I see a bag, but I don't know if that's the same thing.
There are holes, so it looks like you'd be able to pull that liner out. Oh, look at that.
Something.
Hidden compartment.
Oh, okay.
Chargers.
Just a grip of chargers. Exactly what you would expect.
Yeah.
Handy dandy farm knife.
Nice.
Let's not put that on the electronics.
Yeah, that might not be
First
good.
scientists were not, not the sharpest. Little HTC inscribed chargers. Nothing fancy, I'm sure.
I'm sure you could probably use any generic 5-volt wall wart charger.
This is a 100 to 240 volt 5 volt, so it's not up to a 10 volt. So if you have most tablets have a 510, this is not that.
Right.
But
you
sure
wouldn't
it's
need
fine.
it for that. Yeah.
We cannot tell you what the charging time is on these guys just yet, but
Yeah, we have no idea. That may come later in this video, or yes, as you say, a future video.
Yeah, at present, we're still. To be frank, I just got my Ecto Cooler from the Sagan,
Yeah.
and while I am super excited to play the Vive, it comes second to tasting that sweet Ghostbusters juice.
Yeah. Did you put that in the fridge?
I did.
Okay.
So because of color changing, son. If you watched our other videos, I watch the videos instead of sit in them.
Yes.
I'm super excited for that Ecto Cooler.
Although we do have something in the pipe, you're actually in.
Oh.
Well.
Oh, true.
Yes.
True. All right. So the thing you're probably most interested in
is the Vive itself.
Nothing else in this box. These are the wires that are going to run down the length of your body. This wire here is where you plug in your headphones.
Which that's pretty cool.
It was pretty. The headphones that they had set up in the demo, it was pretty slick. I didn't really. You don't really notice it while you're playing games as much.
Yeah. But I mean, I was watching while you were demoing, and like, he basically just put the headphones on you, hooked that up, you were good to go.
It fits pretty snugly. This guy you can tighten. There's little Velcro straps that go on the side.
Yeah. Once he got it on the back of my head, it felt like a nice fit. You know.
I do gotta say though.
At first, he had it kind of like up on the top of the back of my head, and it wasn't.
Same for me. I gotta say though, like, I've used an Oculus before, and if I could compare, I know this is an unboxing, but you'll allow. Skip ahead a minute if you want to give me to shut up. The Oculus, like everyone has said, is definitely, it feels like a more comfortable fit. It's really light, you don't notice it all that much. This guy is a little front heavy. This kind of foam that they use here that lines your face is comfortable, but I used it for like maybe 15 minutes and I could already feel the sweat.
Yeah, same. But
in the words Dave Chappelle, this shit was buck nasty. Also down here on the nose piece, I may have needed to tighten it more, but I could certainly see some light seeping through.
Yeah, same.
Not a big deal.
But I figured that would more just be a fit issue.
Yeah, it could have just been me. In either case, small gripes. I loved it. Let's see if there are anything under the satellites here. I think that's what they're called. Forgive me if they're not.
It does look like there might be something there.
So we got a whole bunch of shit just hiding down here. So if you bought a Vive and didn't lift up these things, you ought to do that. Let's see what we got.
But I mean, what kind of electronics connoisseur are you if you don't check every square inch of your packaging?
It's like getting a letter from your mom on your birthday. Like, you don't want to, like, feel the letter to see if there's money in it, but you're gonna, you know?
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got. You know what? I never really thought watching unboxing videos myself that I would, like, butterfinger out a bunch of shit. That was what I thought when I saw these videos, is I was like, can't people just pick shit up? No. Once you're on camera, you're going to fumble around like a dumbass. So these are the wall mounts.
Oh, okay, sweet. And that's
very
all
cool.
the hardware you need too, yeah?
I
For
as
the
far
most
as I
part,
know.
yeah.
I assume. Let's open one of these. Let's open this bitch up.
Yeah.
In the words of Ego Raptor.
Open that shit up.
If you haven't seen Ego Raptor, promptly close our stupid videos
Yes.
and go ahead and open some Ego Raptor instead.
Yeah. Look specifically for the Awesome series. If you want to understand the reference we literally just made, watch Awesome Center Under the Awesome.
Crisp.
So that looks like a nice long
baby
cable.
cord.
Yeah.
And
gives you some.
Yeah, that's the one. Plugs in there.
Aha.
I assume I will have this draping through my room. Super unattractive.
Yeah. But don't give a fuck.
Don't give a fuck about that. See what's in here. Another cable and some sort of box.
Probably another sensor, perhaps, or maybe that's your USB hub if it comes with one.
Could be.
Which, if they give you a USB hub, that is solid.
It's just a big ass charger.
A wall charger. Okay.
A wall charger.
What's on the end of it? Looks like it's
it plugs into this guy.
Power for the. It's probably power for the.
Two of them.
Oh,
yeah.
Power for the sensors.
Definitely power for the sensors.
So yeah, it's gonna be like Cable City in here.
Oh man, it's gonna be bad. This is, having started right now, I'll definitely say that the Vive is a living room device.
Yeah.
Not a bedroom device, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
All right, and for this last mystery box.
Was it? And I assume there's nothing under the.
Well, I'll be damned. It's a USB hub.
Well, look at that. That is awesome that they give you a USB hub.
Way to go, HTC. So, so it's got USB 3, USB 3.0, HDMI. I don't see a USB-C port on there.
Don't think you'd necessarily need one.
Yeah, definitely just for charging. DC in.
Curious what the HDMI is for. This may be more integral to the setup than one might think.
Definitely.
We'll find out.
Still a whole ton of crap in here. Let's see what we got. More of the...
More wall charger?
More wall chargers.
God, you're going to go...
USB 3.0 cable.
You're going to need to buy a fucking, like, plug strip just to run all this shit.
Microfiber cloth. Sure,
but by the way, can we go back to that that giant charger right there? Notice how the prongs on that are fucking sideways?
Huh.
Now imagine trying to plug that into a plug strip. That right there...
Oh no.
Yeah.
HTC, no.
Yeah.
How could you?
I can't believe you've done this.
I can't believe you've done this. There's something in here.
That's probably a car charger.
I'm gonna put my money on earbuds.
To get you going, yeah.
But I have a glorious pair. If I might plug a company, I am not a corporate shill, as evident by being a hobo. What is it? I think they're called Audio-Technica ATH M50s. Decadent.
Yes.
Decadent sound. These are wrapped in plastic.
I myself either rock as much as I hate Apple, I do rock the Apple EarPods because they're convenient.
They're not bad.
And they fit in my ears. I also use a Panasonic wireless headset. I can't remember the exact model number. Don't worry, they don't make it anymore.
Indeed, these are earbuds.
But they're short because you'd plug it into the headset.
Plug them in these guys.
And you'd have it right there, yeah. Because you don't need any room after that to get it to your...
The downside of my my ATH M50s, a crazy long headset cord. So I'm going to have to figure a way to wrap that up. But yeah, it comes with, looks like some decent noise cancellation, kind of like those little plastic ones that kind of fit on in there. And then some really weird-ass ones that look sort of like an eyeball in shape. We'll put a picture at the end of this video or something of all the stuff laying out.
Yeah.
Because zooming in on the plastic is I'm gonna have to do one of those weird things where I hold my hand behind like I'm showing you a new lipstick or something.
Yeah. Oh God. The memories of.
As a scientist, I'm not gonna touch on Michelle fans.
Yeah. But yeah, you knew exactly what I was talking about.
Everyone knows. I don't use makeup, but I'll be damned if I don't want to. After watching all the videos on YouTube at work, those are my prime. I need to calm down.
Well,
videos.
And like Michelle Phan's voice is just audible butter. I mean,
I don't really know what ASMR is, but I assume it's something like listening to her talk about lipstick.
It's basically anything that will trigger an ASMR, which is autonomic something meridian response. Basically, if you're listening to something that gives you some chills, it's kind of what that is.
Oh, I didn't know there was a name for that.
Yeah.
This, as evident there, is apparently a narrow.
If you have a narrow face,
like
that'll
myself.
seal out some of the light.
This is probably what I'm going to have to be using because I have the face of a horse.
Same. We both kind of have a narrow face, although you can't tell right now as I'm rather beardly.
Yeah. Sadly, they do not have the... You would think, being a... not to give away our location, but being a Portland Microsoft store, I'm surprised they don't have the bearded faceplate.
Right? Yeah.
And...
Because everything has to have a hipster beard.
Oh, yeah. Well,
or the handlebar mustache, you know.
And the so important warranty,
which we just don't give a shit about.
Safety and regulatory guide. I'm not going to tell you what I do for a living, internet, but I write safety and regulation guides, so I know what's in there. Well,
in fact, somewhere you probably wrote some portion of that.
I probably wrote it. I don't know. Well, internet, we'll get a picture of all this stuff laid out, as well as any food blogger would.
Yeah, it'll look like prime Instagram fodder, except we're not on Instagram.
With some like chives or powdered sugar sprinkled around the edges. But that was the HTC Vive, and now we're gonna set it up and play the shit out of it, and we'll post those videos up following. Hopefully I don't trip around the cords.
Yeah.
Anyway. That was fun, internet. Stay classy out there and buy yourself a Vive. Doesn't matter if you save money or not. Just fucking buy one.
Yeah, just buy it.
All right. Peace out, internet.
Till next time. You stay classy, internet.